Ding. We're waiting for my antipsychotics to kick in so that I can go to sleep. It's been kind of a hell of a day. There's things that I pay attention to and memorize, and later on in life they become valuable. But when people, I guess, first develop a perception, I don't really come off as the sharpest tool in the shed, I suppose. But there were things that I had memorized from like a 900-page troubleshooting guide, and one of the more talented people was going through some troubleshooting with somebody that was having an issue, and I have memorized that the 24 volts ran off of the C6 capacitor, or the C1 capacitor, and the 12 volts ran off the C6 capacitor. So check voltages at that location, and then if the voltages are good, that doesn't mean that the capacitor is not bad. And how you check the capacitor is you ohm it out, and you check to see if it's between 7 or 0.7 ohms and 0.4 ohms. If it's in that section, then it's good. And the fact that I just fucking like memorized that is pretty good. But today kind of sucked. I fucked my truck up, unfortunately. my truck has been just dirty as hell. And it's because it's black paint, right? So when I spray Speed Shine on there, it immediately evaporates and it turns into like this cloudy, milky aura to it, like a ghost of a shadow or something. I don't know how to describe it. But it instantly evaporates and it's totally fucking useless. Well, the sprayless or the touchless, I don't know what it's called. It's where you put money into like a machine and you use a wand instead of taking it through the car wash that has the spinners. Those brushes will fuck your paint up. Well, sure as shit. I was like, well, you know, the shitty fucking car wash that I've been going to, when the water just immediately turns into a fucking, you can see it floating through the air. It leaves a bunch of hard water deposits all over the truck. And the only way to get those out is to fucking buff them out. Like, you can't just wipe it off. They're like permanently embedded into the fucking clear coat. So I went to one of those car washes that you just give them your debit card, actually. Let me make sure. Yeah, I need to run back downstairs and grab my debit card anyway. So anyway, you have to go through this thing where like there's a box for you to pay with a debit or credit card. And this fucking Indian guy was up there just bitching and bitching and bitching. It's like, what the fuck, dude? It's a car wash. Move the fuck on. So anyway, I guess the fucking obviously teenage girl was standing there not knowing what to do. She'd probably never really dealt with an Indian person before, and how obnoxious they are about like you can't give them a deal, because if you're like, oh, I'll give you 50 cents off, it'll never be enough, and they'll just keep going and keep going and keep going until you're basically making nothing, and then they tell you no anyway. So you don't negotiate with them at all, but they come here from another country where you negotiate for everything. So when they pull up at a car wash, they want to negotiate the price of the car wash, and it's like, no, you either put your debit card in and you pay for the car wash, or you get the fuck out. That's how that works. So anyway, while he was figuring that out, there was like, I don't know, maybe 6 people that turned around and drove away because it was just taking forever. And so I guess the owner of the car wash came out and was like, hey, you need to get your shit off my property. We're not gonna let you through the gates because there's nowhere for you to turn around. So I started backing up. And I remember seeing one yellow pole. I didn't remember seeing the second one. So I fucking back up and cut the wheel over to start heading towards the fucking end of the road there, and sure as shit. Luckily, because of the people that I know, it's only going to cost me $400. It's not that big of a deal. It's not fucked. It's just dented. It's not that big of a deal. But at the time, this is why I need these in my life, to keep me calm. Because when it happened, I was not very calm. And if I don't have some kind of a voice of reason, then I just lose my shit. You know what I mean? So still have yet to I did a sharpening video on that. There it is. Right there. Huge fucking bevel. But I made it a little bit of hair there to where I can shave with it. It needs to be sharper. It needs to be sharper, but Anyway, what I need to do is I need to purchase those nano hone diamond or resin bonded nano hone diamond stones, and each one of them is like $175. They're not cheap, but if I get those, I can sharpen things like D2 tools, and let me try it again. There we go. D2 tool steel, boulder M390, S110V, S90V, M4, fucking S35VN, S30V, all the good ones. So anyway, that's for in the future. I have a Chavez coming in the mail. Kind of a weird story as to how this came up, but essentially it's a very highly customized Chavez, the KC something 9. I can't remember what it is. If you just type in like Chavez KC, it should pop right up. It's like KC something and 9, KCK9 or RCK9 or something like that. It's I think it's I don't know if it was modded or if it was sold this way, but the titanium pocket clip is a like a Flowmascus pocket clip. It's very pretty. I'll just have to show you guys when I get it. But anyway, yeah, it's they call it rocked, ROCKED, and that's where there's like chips that are missing out of the handle to give you like different textures as you're holding it. This one's half rocked and it's Flowmascus. It's a very highly customized Chavez. You can't find them like that. Like it's, and the guy that sold me that has a one-off from ZT, the Hinderer series. I believe it's the ZT 0552 or 0556, the Rick Hinderer, and it was never done like this, but it's the blade is Damascus, and that is ZT. That's not a ZT thing. Like somebody paid good money. I don't know if that was a one-off. I don't know what the deal is or why it is that it's Damascus, but I know that ZT never produced a Damascus blade for that. So it's either a one-off or it's a highly customized Chavez, one of the two. Or ZT, I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm highly interested in that because I've never seen one like it, and the pricing, he's getting rid of things, I think, because he's not going to be around very long. And the market sucks, dude. The market fucking blows right now. That's why I'm hanging on to things, because I have, I don't know, current market price just in Microtex alone, I probably have 6K. After the market price, or after the markets go back up, which they will, inevitably. It might be 2 years, it might be 10 years, but when the markets go back up, that 6K is probably going to be closer to 20K worth of knives. So, because I have some really, really rare pieces that I don't really talk about much, because it's not really, there's no point in doing a review on a one-off because nobody else is ever going to own it. You know what I mean? But yeah, when I run across one-offs, it's hard for me to walk away. It's also hard to me to consider purchasing them unless it comes in at a decent price. And unfortunately for me, they're coming on at a very reasonable price for these things, because the market sucks right now. So it's just is what it is. But you know, anyway, my rambling's over. My pills are starting to kick in. I'm beginning to feel tired. So anyway, we'll catch you all later. Peace.